Paul the penguin loved competitions of every kind. At the moment, he was constantly watching the Olympic Games, where you could win medals. He had long dreamed of being able to win a gold medal himself. This year it was finally supposed to happen. All the animals from the North and South Poles met for their very own competition, and it was his chance to prove what a great athlete he was. But his friends only laughed at him. "Where do you think you are going to win a gold medal?" grunted his sister Gerda, looking at him sideways. But Paul was not ready to give up just yet. Surely there was something he was particularly good at, and he just hadn't found it yet. Maybe I could learn to fly, he thought, and visited Zena the seagull. "Could you perhaps teach me how to fly?" he asked hopefully. "You want to learn to fly? Penguin? What for?" she giggled. "Well, for the Olympic Games. Maybe I can win a flying race there." "A penguin winning a flying race?" She laughed so hard that she eventually choked, but even that didn't stop her fit of laughter. Paul moved on sadly, leaving her chuckling laughter behind him. "All right, if no one wants to teach me how to fly, then I'll try sprinting," he thought, and went to his friend Dieter the polar bear. But Dieter also just stared at him for a long time and simply shook his head. "A penguin will never be faster than a polar bear," he grunted. "I'm sorry. Maybe you should try swimming instead. You've always been a better swimmer than me." Excitedly, Paul set off for the beach. He jumped into the water and started swimming to practice. He was actually much faster than the turtles, and even many small fish had to swim out of his way because he was so fast. But suddenly an orca appeared, and Paul saw how effortlessly the orca swam past him. "There's always some animal faster than me," he thought sadly, and stepped back out of the water. He looked at his list of disciplines where you could win a gold medal, and next on it was the long jump. So he set off to visit his friend, the snow hare. But even from afar, he saw how effortlessly the snow hare performed giant leaps, while Paul himself could barely manage to jump over a small stick. Sadly, he returned home. When his mother saw how downcast he looked, she asked what was wrong. "Oh, I would so love to take part in the games and win a gold medal, but all the animals are faster and more talented than me, and I don't stand a chance. Even if I practice every day, I could never jump as far as a snow hare, run as fast as a polar bear, or swim as fast as an orca. And I can't fly either." Well, I do have an idea how you might win your medal after all," she murmured. And the next days and weeks they spent training from morning till night. To really win at the polar games, you have to practice every day, and even the greatest talents win nothing if they don't train. So Paul gave it his all and arrived in bed exhausted every evening, where Gerda stared at him in disbelief. "What's all the effort for? You won't win anything anyway," she shouted to him one evening and turned over in bed. When the polar games finally began, he marveled at the speed of the many animals. The winner of the sprint was a small polar bear, hardly bigger than him, who could run faster than Paul would have thought possible. In the high jump, a snow hare set a new world record, and Paul couldn't stop wondering, could he actually win? Finally, it was his turn for his discipline, and Paul lined up at the start. "On your marks, get set, go!" he heard, and he was already zooming away, racing down the mountain. He sledded exactly as he has practiced with his mother, focusing only on himself. And when he finally reached the finish line, the cheering of all the other animals surprised him. He had actually taken first place and won a gold medal. "I'm so proud of you," his mother cried and gave him a very long hug. And Goethe gave him a pat on the back. You really showed everyone what we penguins can do. Well done, she shouted. He overheard Gerda telling every other animal that Paul was her brother, that he could only sled so well because she had practiced with him constantly. But he was slowly getting too tired to correct her. Happy, and with his gold medal around his neck, he made his way home.